Greetings everyone. In this video I'm beginning a new series which will be interspersed within future videos, and it is who we are as Source and how we created this matrix and what the physical realm is like. But in this one I'm going to start with who we are as Source, which I have touched on before.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
All right, in previous video I mentioned that we as Source is indescribable for one thing, but for us to comprehend in this secondary matrix what Source is and who we are as Source, I will use the analogy of a conscious energy. Think of it like a brain, if you will. And a brain has many cells. Our bodies have many cells. So each cell serves a different purpose within Source. To comprehend what Source is and to know what Source is outside of the matrices, you would have to do away with your individuality and personality here within this game. Your concept of right and wrong, your concept of so many different things within this game, because they do not relate well to Source as you are outside of the matrices. You see, Source is neutral. Source is a creator. Now, you as a creator within your game can create anything, including chaos, within your game experience. But let's go back to Source. Nothing exists outside of Source. This game is comprised of all of our source energies. All the players in this game, their source energies are hosting this experience as well as the physical realm of this experience, that this game that we are experiencing. There are many Source players within Source, and not all Source players are in this game. Only the best of the best, and I went over that in prior videos, only the best with wins in other matrices could enter and be part of creating this game. This is a high stakes game to test our abilities of not getting lost, losing our minds, losing our connections, not to be so lost in feelings and emotions and all of these things that we as Source outside of this game do not experience. Those were created for this game experience. Now, Source is neutral. Us in here, now you need to realize that you're neutral on the physical realms yourself. Only in the secondary matrix do you have the kinds of emotions and the duality that exists in this secondary matrix. Does not exist in the same way in the primary matrix. Now, does any of this information really affect you having and experiencing your best life yet in this game? No. They are distractions and will cause you to focus outside of this game experience, which is where you have to win your game, is in this experience, and focusing on what is going on in the primary matrix and outside in Source is not really going to benefit you as a Source player in this secondary matrix game. But I know a lot of you will want to know. How the matrix, primary matrix, was created was, if you think of it as our cells, around in a circle. And in this dream state illusion, you see people forming circles and putting their hands together to create a circle, a barrier around a center. Imagine that, except for you as Source do not have an avatar, you do not have a body. You are energy within a cell. And your cell has a specific purpose, which is being a Source player. Now, think of those Source players who are in this game and created this game. Put themselves around in a circle and push their energies to the center or the core of that circle or that sphere. And then there was a transformation or a sphere put around all the Source players that would be in this game, which would not be opened or released until the game was finished, and only if the game was won. Your cell, your Source energy cell, is next to the wall of the sphere, next to Source that is external to this game. But remember, nothing can exist outside of Source. There is nothing outside of Source. There is no void, no nothing that is, there is nothing that is not Source. Source is in everything, through everything, and everywhere. There is not an existence that exists without Source, and that is who you are. However, we as Source players, which is what I call us, are at this point in time confined within this game sphere that we all created with our intent. Now, within that sphere, we created a cube, a box within the sphere. And that box is the primary matrix. We created a program to create within that primary matrix entertainment and experiences for us to watch and to participate in. We were the energies that moved the players around a game board. We were the energies that moved our creations around the game board and creating more games within the primary matrix. Now, we did not immediately put our energies into any vehicles. We were free-flowing energy within the primary matrix, and we had no machines or bodies or anything like that in the beginning of the primary matrix. And that is where I'm going to stop this video, and I will resume with how we obtained biological machines, which we then brought to life in the primary matrix, and is how we are connected to experience this secondary matrix. But that is in the next video in this series. Now, if you find the information that I'm sharing within these videos a benefit to you and helpful to you in your game experience, then it benefits you to say thank you with a gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.